Welcome to my channel. I'm the cover call guy, and my goal is to make $120,000 per year in passive income using only cover call ETFs. My portfolio currently yields $70,000 a year, about $6,000 a month. Legal disclaimer before we start this video. This content is for informational and educational purposes only and is not financial advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor or tax professional. All opinions are my own and may be incorrect. Trading and investing involve risk, including loss of principal. Please always do your own research and consult a licensed professional before making any financial decisions. I'm just some random idiot you found online, and I could be completely wrong. Now, with that out the way, today's video, I had to make it. I know I had to make it. It seems like I'm a YieldMax hater at this point, but I am not. I am not. I literally just made a video about if YieldMax deserve all the hate, and then these news come out. YieldMax announces reverse splits, right? The crisis of NAV erosion is forcing them to do a reverse split. Yes, I know. If you're into YieldMax, you're like, well, this is expected. This is what they were gonna do. However, the guy in charge of the strategy said they won't do it, and now they're actually doing it. So this is, if you're in YieldMax, I don't know what you're doing at this point. If you're in YieldMax, man, like, do you just like giving money away? I don't know. I don't know. You are just better off playing the lottery at this point. I mean, you're just throwing money away, but all right, let's just get started. Let's just get started on this. All right, so the 12 affected ETFs, the 1 for 10 splits, are the ULTY Ultra Option Income ULTY, right? That's the big one. That is the one that is causing everybody to hate on cover call ETFs. Is that basically that one? And then TSLY and NVDY, Coney, MRNY, AIYY, and Coney. Oh, that's Coney twice. No, that's coin. The short. Okay. And then 1 for 5 splits is the YBIT, TSLY, XYZY, ABNY, and OWARC. Again, I could be wrong. I just quickly copy the stocks and just put it down because they announced it. So this was just an easy copy and paste. I could have just made 2 coin, or maybe something else. Anyways, you guys can Google this. All right. A contradiction, right? So ULMax would never reverse split again unless it was for a compliance reason. The absolute line was share price or near at $5. That is from Jay, the ULMax sub-advisor that works at Title, that makes all this strategic moves for YieldMax. This is concerning because now they're going back on their word, all right? And this is from a guy who's pretty much in charge of the option strategy. So what the heck is going on, right? If you guys are you guys who own the ULMax or the ULMax cult fanboys, you let me know. Comment like what's going on here. Again, I mean, let's be, productive here, right? If you're gonna leave a comment, don't just, bash me. Tell me what's going on. I'm very interested because I've been saying it. I've been in all my videos. Hey, stay away from this because there's certain things that ULMax, like they don't exactly care so much about anything else but max payout, which is also false. But that's, I said that plenty of time in this and that in other videos. But yeah, this video is it's crazy timing because I literally just made a video about does YieldMax deserve all the hate, and this comes out. The real reason I really think is a crisis of NAV erosion. It's obvious, right? This is the real reason for whatever else they're saying. I think it's BS. They're lying to you. They're lying to everyone. The real reason is NAV erosion. It's literally eroding your capital away. You're throwing your own money away if you're buying into these ETFs, with maybe like the exception of like 3 or 4 ETFs that they have. What is NAV erosion? It's net asset value. NAV erosion is the core problem. It is a persistent decline in the fund's underlying value caused by the underlying stock's poor performance, such as MRNA or IA or their AI stock. The fund's option income is not enough to offset the capital loss. Therefore, the NAV declines because the share price follows, triggering delisting fears. And the reverse split is a cosmetic fix, not a fundamental one. So what that means is that it is just literally putting makeup on a stock to make it look prettier, but it gets washed off at the end of the day, right? Or whatever. If you don't wash your makeup off after the day, maybe you have it for day two or day 3, but eventually it's gonna come off, right? The case study: funds in a crisis. MRNY, Moderna, the underlying stock lost approximately 75% of its value, causing severe fund deterioration and price collapse. You gotta be insane. You just play the lottery at this point. Just dump your money into a lottery, buy some tickets. Like you might even hit like third or second prize, which is like I don't know, $250,000, $500,000, a million, depending on, and then whatever lucky number you draw, 5 million. Like you might as well be playing that consistently. I swear to God, man. Financial advice right here. Just play the goddamn lottery, right? And then AIYY, which is their AI stock. Right, this fund is also experiencing extreme pressure and deterioration as the underlying AI stock struggles. And then, of course, ULTY, right, the ultra income, high income options, whatever it is, right? Significant underperformance. This is like the most popular one. Right? This is like the most talked about. This is the one that gets the new investors from every other income fund scared to invest into cover calls or slash income funds because of this. This one right here. Always make this one's the ones that give us the bad rep. Right? Significant underperformance from this fund of funds demonstrates a systematic risk across the YieldMax strategy. It is systematic because it is structurally designed to literally fail. It is mathematically proven. They designed it where it's literally giving you your own money back out plus a little less because you're paying the expense ratio, right? And of course, it depends when you bought this. If you bought this and in inception of it, you have lost a lot of money, a lot. And then when you bought like 6 months ago, when they quote unquote changed their strategy, I guess, but that didn't work either. That didn't work. It's still down. They changed it when it was like what $7, $6, and what is it now? What is it now? It's probably up there for a all of these are like all of the ETFs is gonna go up for a reverse split. Reverse split in general is not bad, but in this case that they're doing it, in my opinion, for the NAV erosion, it's very bad. It is terrible. It is terrifying if you own it and still staying in it. All right, the $5 red line was what the one of the sub advisor Jay, the one that's like pretty much in charge of their option strategy with title, right? He was like $5. This was the price one. Jay stated they cannot allow funds to reach, and then across the board, almost all of the goddamn ETFs has reached this level. At first, it was he said $10 or something. Then he lowered it to like 7 and now 5, and some are at $2. So it's the whole contradiction is like, what exactly are you trying to do with these ETFs anyway? Because you can only do a reverse split so many times, right? And then the breach, right? Multiple funds, MRNY, AIYY, ULTY crashed through this $5 buffer, forcing the compliance reason, and I quote compliance reason because I think they're just using that as an excuse, reverse split. So I think it's just they're just yapping at this point and trying to not scare off the remaining of the investors in YieldMax. So yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment why you guys are still staying in this. I don't know. I mean, for those who are like 60, 65, 70, 75, yeah, it makes sense because it at that point, I mean, you might need it only for a few more years. You might need it to only last a few more years before you don't really care what happens, right? And then, of course, for those who already made their money back plus extra house money, yeah, you don't really care. But for those who are just like that just got into it for the last 6 months, like, what is the game plan here? I want to know. Please leave a comment. What exactly is the game plan? Because if you're just gonna call me a UMax hater and then not explain it, and that just, I mean, that goes nowhere, right? I'm not a UMax hater. I just want to understand the reasoning. Like, I like to know the thought process behind this because maybe I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I mean, I could be wrong, right? Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, so educate me. I love to be educated and learn new things, so, I mean, I've done many weeks and many months of research, and I just can't find the reason why anyone would invest in YieldMax products. I don't know. Please leave a comment, because I'm really not trying to sound like a hater right now. I genuinely am trying to understand the thought process of someone who's like investing in YieldMax. I just genuinely want to know. The price collapse. The buffer is gone. This is why they're doing it. TSLY, their Tesla stock, launched at $20, dropped to a pre-split price of $7. Like, how much? I don't think anybody has. I don't know. Maybe if you bought like near its lowest price point, and you just stay there and it hovered around there. I don't know. I don't think anybody, if anybody owned this stock at launch, let me know if you've made your money back, at least broke even, because $13 a share you guys lost. And if you guys were heavy in this, like, oh man. Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know. That anybody who holds these stocks, please let me know. I want to know, because, and if you're still in it, I really want to know the thought process behind that. That's interesting, because TSLY is down like 85% all times. So I don't understand the thought behind process behind like staying with it. And then if you got MRNY, all time is down like 95%. That's crazy. And let's talk about ULTY also, because that's like the most popular fund of all times for cover calls. Ultra high yield. It's down, I think all time is down like what, 85%? I don't know at this. I don't even know. I mean, 85%. It's crazy. There's just so much better options out there. Again, I'm not a YieldMax hater. Please, I am not a YieldMax hater. I would love to invest in these high yield ETFs. It's just it doesn't look enticing. I mean, you take away the high yield, you look deeper into it, and it's just like, what's the appeal to this? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just, my brain is too small to understand. Right? So a new launch strategy. The old strategy was to launch these ETFs at $20 price point. The original funds launched at $20. This provide a small buffer against NAV erosion. As proven, this buffer is insufficient. Result was a forced split. Their new strategy, which is crazy, is to launch at $50. Newer funds are launched at $50. This create a larger buffer for NAV decay, but it does not fix the erosion problem. Their goal is to delay or avoid future splits. And if you guys buy these ETFs at $50 launch, you guys are literally getting scammed. Really, you guys are getting scammed. Man, please, if you do this, you are throwing money away. Just donate it to me. Let me invest your money. I'll take it. I won't. I promise I will handle your money and invest your money much better. Or just take that $50 and if you're gonna throw money away consistently every month, just buy a lottery ticket. I don't know. I don't know how much money you guys got to spend for $50 a stock. If you guys be buying every month at $50 price point, just spend that money into lottery tickets. You guys have a higher chance of winning versus YieldMax. God, I don't know who's gonna be buying at these new launch price, because that would be insane. They are literally robbing people. Key takeaway for investors that still want to be in YieldMax after watching this video and doing their own deep research and coming to the same conclusion as I did. By this is a peer survival mechanism, right? The splits are to prevent exchange delisting, not a sign of positive performance. It is a cosmetic change. Your investment value hasn't changed. 10 shares at $3 become 1 share at $30. You gained nothing, right? It doesn't fix the core problem that the underlying issue of the NAV erosion continue to be the primary risk of these funds. My verdict, I believe my suspicion is correct. UMax is executing these splits because many funds have deteriorated to dangerous price levels. It is a survival mechanism, not a sign of strength. The reverse split are indeed going to zero slowly. They're just trying to prevent it with these preventative measures, not value creation events. They're cosmetic accounting adjustment that provide temporary relief from delisting pressure while the underlying NAV erosion engine continues to operate exactly as designed, which is to structurally fail. You are mathematically your ETFs are going to zero. 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 Please, guys, don't throw your money away. Join the conversation, subscribe, stay updated with the latest analysis of options and income ETFs on my journey. Please give it a like, show your support, and help spread this information to other investors. Again, prove me wrong. Maybe I am wrong about YieldMax. I can admit when I'm wrong. So if I'm wrong, I will admit it. I will reply back. I will make a video. I will tag you and be like, yeah, you were right. YieldMax was the way, and I'm an idiot. I should put my money and buy YieldMax ETF. Comment, share your thoughts and questions about YieldMax below. I would love to hear it. Again, if you're just gonna put your videos of trash about YieldMax, blah 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 blah, that does nothing. That doesn't help. I actually like to be educated, maybe improve it wrong. That way, I can redo all of my research. So let's all be productive here. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Catch you guys on the next.